Hi guys, here we go again with EdPuzzle.Part 3. In this video, we're going to focus on the classes. So of course, when you log in, it takes you to your home page. This is where you find all your content. We talked about gradebook in Part 2, and here we are, my classes. So when you import your classes from Google Classroom, it will show up right here. So here are my classes, and if I want to add a new class, I can click right here and you see I can create a new class from scratch, or I can click on Google Classroom. So this makes life easy because I've already set up my Google Classroom classes. So now I could just click on whichever one I want to import into EdPuzzle. So I would click on those classes and click import. I'm not going to do that at this time since I don't have any students that are signed into that class just yet, but that is where you would go. Right now we're in my ELA 0.801 and it shows you any assignments that are due. I can click right here and show all of these that have already been graded and completed. I can click and show those that don't have a due date, and I can go to students and change their information. So right here, when you're looking at the ones that are graded and completed, it shows you the start date and due date and how many turned theirs in out of the total number of students. When I go to those that do not have a due date, I see the information for those, the start date, how many have turned them in, if I have any new answers that I need to grade, because this has open-ended questions. So it alerts me when I need to go in and grade those new answers. I'm not going to show you all the information about students because I still have students that are signed in from the previous year. But when you go to your students, this is very important. When you import all your students from Google Classroom, all you have to do is click right here, import students. And this is a good thing to know when you have a new student that comes in and they join your Google Classroom. You come right back here to your class, whichever class they join, click students and click import students, and those new students will be added. Also at this on this page, you'll be able to click besides the student name and you'll be able to update their information, change their password, or delete them from your class. You also have class options where you can go and change the class name if you would like, give a description, and you can just click save changes for anything that you just put archive so you can see what it looks like. And you can click save changes, just any description you want to put along with that class. I usually just give my class a name and just leave it at that, but any description you put, you add it, it'll add right here. Or you can put the year, which is good, so it helps you remember which class is for which year when you go in to archive those. So this is what my classes view look like. You can go to another class just by simply clicking on it, and you can go through the same thing and see which assignments are due. If you have anything hidden, you can click show all and it gives you the same information. Click anything that has no due date. So this is where you would go to set up your classes. You can start from scratch, but I suggest just importing those classes straight from Google Classroom makes your life easier because you already have them set up in Google Classroom, and that way it makes it easy when you are going to import students from Google Classroom. So stay tuned for part 4 when we really get into how to create these videos in EdPuzzle.